Welcome back, welcome back. So I was just freestyling a video basically, talking about my song and how it's connected to the Bible and blah 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 blah. And then I stumbled upon a Vegeta and Goku scenario explaining that, I quote on myself, doing negative shit gives energy to negative beings. Even people. Why do you think a bully fucks with you and gives you a negative feeling? And your negative feeling makes him go, I'm big and strong. Look at me. I just punched that kid in the face that doesn't matter. I just snuck attacked that guy. Look, he's scared for his look. He's scared now. And they're happy. They took your energy. Now, we're not on that level of violence or whatever, but we are. I want to explain how the reason why the Lord said, do good things, because they're spirits, right? If you believe the Bible, you believe in negative spirits and the good spirits, the good angels and the bad angels, right? And negative spirits, they need energy because they're cut off from the Lord, the source. So they don't get energy from him anymore. And that means your ass is going to go bye-bye eventually. You need daddy to stay alive. Or you drain the energy of people because, they got daddy in them. It's his shit. Now, back on Dragon Ball Z, taught by Black Goku and Vegeta. Now, I figured this out watching that cartoon, I said, because of that saga and that series. The wizard put Vegeta under a spell, and he broke free, right? And he wanted to fight Goku. The whole plan of the wizard was to put him under the spell so he would fight Goku. That was the whole idea, plan from the get-go. So, the fact that they would disperse their energy, period. Now, the whole point of them fighting was because they had a lot of power and no one else did. And the monster, the bad guy, was needing energy to wake up. And there's nothing else there's no one that can give him that much. So, that's when he developed a plan to have them two fight each other. Or at least have his minions fight long enough, And that wasn't going to work because Goku's the man and Vegeta was the man and they wasn't really ready for nothing like that. They never, they didn't know how powerful they actually became. Now, unbeknownst, but they end up, hey, what's up, man? Unbeknownst to Goku and Vegeta, that was the plan, was to get them to fight so they can disperse all that energy so the bad guy can absorb it and get strong enough to come out. They end up figuring out because some angel was with them and told them about it and was like, you can't fight each other because it gets this all the time. Vegeta didn't give a fuck because Vegeta had so much faith because they were so stronger than the goons that showed up. Vegeta's like, I don't give a fuck what comes out of that thing. It's not beating me, and if it beats me, it's not gonna beat Goku because Goku's stronger than me. Fuck out of here. Pride. That cost him his life. So, he gets possessed by the spell, but knew he could break free so he can get the boost. Fights Goku. The guy comes out. He gives Goku a sensu beam after pounding his ass into the floor and claiming his victory that he always knew he can get over him. And he was feeling real good about himself. And then later on in the series, Goku revealed, nigga, I could have hit level 3 and you was only Super Saiyan level 2, nigga. And you was just a little bit powered up. That wasn't shit, nigga. I could have been hit Super Saiyan level 3 and pounded your ass into the dust. But I wanted to see what your level 2 could do against my level 2. And your level 2 was stronger than mine. But, you know, I was beating you and, you know, you sucker punched me in the fucking head. Anyway, so, unbeknownst to them, the trick worked, and thanks to the god of that world, you know, they got shit done. Now, watching that cartoon made me realize why the Lord wrote those rules and things down. Because, you know, everything you do when you move, as you speak, you're giving energy up. That's why the Lord says, watch what you say. Don't say mean things to people. Don't do that. You're giving energy. Just like a bad person wants to take your energy, you know? What do you think the bad spirits want good people or bad people to do? Do and say bad shit so they can get your energy. And then, you know, I don't know. I guess it's the same thing as cartoon. Once it's powered up, you know. That's why I love certain cartoons and relating them to other stories, because like the Bible literally talks about everything. And I never knew. I never knew until I read it. Well, not all of it, but you know, what I needed to read. And the Lord guided me to the things that matched what I already seen about certain things. And I started to understand how so many people lose every day. And it doesn't have to be... It doesn't have to be like very big things. See, the world changed. If people always say things are getting worse, that means the further you go back, the better it was. Right? Yeah. So then, what the fuck happened? How did motherfuckers have everything? How did the good side have the whole shit under control, knowing that bad is like gonna be there, you know, yin and yang, meaning, sound of horns. Why do you think prostitution is one of the oldest professions in the world? Duh, because it ain't going nowhere. It doesn't matter if good people reign the world or not. You know why? Because when things are good, people have a lot of babies. When things are bad, people have a lot of babies. And it all starts with little things, you know? Like that. Maybe not just, well, yeah, prostitution or whatever, or scheming, stealing. Like, alright, if all the good shit, if everything's safe, everything's flipped over, and there was more good than bad, right? Bad people were probably like, you think a kid's gonna not steal because he's hungry? Where are we gonna put him in prison? Just like now? No, duh. Certain things, you know? You're supposed to fucking help these people. It goes back to those laws. You know? Like, you know, good people won't... Good, bad, good, poor people, period. People that can't do certain things for themselves, are supposed to be getting mercy taken upon them by people that are good. You know? And then, because you do that, they don't form little cliques and say, we're just taking shit because these good people aren't good. They talk that shit, but they're not good. Like I realize now, well, I've kind of known for a while, but never really, I guess, thought about it. Like I'm trying to put it together. But I more than likely wrote it down I need to write a book. My book would be so different though. You know? Gotta find somebody to help me with that. A lot of different knowledge. And I've realized for a long time now, there's millions and billions of people that want to know what other people think. How they see things, you know? Then they can have their level of awareness. Even if it isn't to do anything. You know? Realizing all things start like that. You know? The little things. The bribes. And they ain't starting with the bribes, you know? It starts the little. People hungry, starving. People getting mistreated because your status. See, I know for a fact. Forgot where I was. Neighbors and their shenanigans. Anyway. Once I realized that it started very small with the shenanigans, the names. You know? It always starts like that. Evil starts small. You know? And then it grows because other people see the tricks. They see how they can do that. Get it? And then the game starts. It's only a matter of time. It's the nature of things, I think. Right? Free will. You see, when I realized that, I realized that's the way the wheel turns. And what goes up must come down. But then, what's down must come up. You know? It's just the way things go. All love, all praise to our Father, the Most High. I suggest people buckle up this year. Things are, it is what it is. Things are set in motion, as they always been. You know? Like even when you sleep, you never stop moving. Even when you stop moving. See, when you learn things like this, it does something when you connect it to other things. You know? Like you're always working. You're always doing something for yourself. Like breathing, your heart. indigestion. So many things that's going on besides you sleeping and having dreams and rolling over. You could be perfectly still, but you're still moving. Your chest is still going. Your body's still functioning. Your brain's still going. I suggest some people try to speak some good things, do some good things. Speaking is one thing that starts things. Action is another.
I can do, be, and have anything I want. I can do,
It's up to you.
be, and have anything I want. I can do, be, and have anything I want. I am powerful. I am free. I feel powerful. I feel free. I am not this body. I am not these conditions. I am greater than these things. I am greater than all things. I identify with my higher self. I identify with my highest self. I am limitless. I am absolute. I turn the great energy of my thought upon ideas of power and freedom. I turn the great energy of my thought upon ideas of the good, noble, beautiful, and prosperous. I have faith in the good. I have faith in the perfect and beautiful. I have faith in perfection. I call perfection into my life now. I imagine my state of perfection, and my life becomes that. I dwell in my state of perfection. I apply consistent attention to my state of perfection. I cultivate perfection. I embody and express perfection now. I am greatness. I am perfection. I take flight on wings of glory. I take flight on wings of limitless joy. The trumpet of victory resounds. The song is exultation. The song is triumph. I have a consciousness of supremacy. I have a consciousness of superiority. I rise naturally over all that is unworthy. I am ascendant. I am transcendent. I activate my supreme, eternal value. I awaken my godhood. I feel the naked reality of my godhood. My godhood has slept my whole life. It's always been in the background. I've ignored it. I turn toward it now. I accept my godhood. I awaken my godhood now. I am awake. I am awake to my infinite nature. I am infinite consciousness that only I can limit. I throw off all limits now. I throw off all chains.